Welcome. This is SRL Season 6 APAC. My name's All Round Cricketer, and we are here at the Australian Grand Prix for round one. And I'm joined in the commentary box by Formula Fish, first time.
Yeah.
Hello, mate. How are you?
Not bad, mate. Yourself?
I am very good. I am looking forward to this season. We've got some very strong championship challenges. Some very strong up-and-coming drivers from last season, and a few new names that some of the guys here who may have seen some of the videos produced by Ben last season. There's new people in, so this will be very interesting to watch to see how they go. A lot of people filing out of the pits to get their laps underway. Just put your mic a bit closer.
Yep, sorry.
You're right,
Yeah,
that's better. I can hear you a bit better.
Yeah, that's it. Make what you have a mic. That's a phone.
Someone just ran off at turn 3 there.
It's one of the Red Bulls.
It is indeed. So everyone is on an outlap here, and DJ Penske, Jamie, is on the supers. Interesting strategy call from him. And relentless 1402 in the Toro Rosso, the last one out onto the track now. Very busy lap we can see here.
Must be about to start their laps.
And they're about to start, and I think the Sauber of Katia Foyle, our new driver, he's the first to cross the line.
Mercedes has held up DJRTP.
Again, just put your mic probably a little bit closer.
Yeah. Take this stupid phone.
That's alright. So, I got a weather report. The race should be cloudy but dry throughout, hopefully. So
that's good news.
Yes, it is. I'm sure none of the drivers out there would have wanted a wet race. So Conrod Strait is the only one in the pits at the moment.
Must have mucked up his outlet somewhat.
Or possibly only doing an installation lap.
Yeah. It's possible, but
Ooh.
I doubt it.
The Ferrari and the Mercedes of Jetson in the first sector there, nearly having a coming together.
Problems for the win showing abs. He looked to be actually flying, but now he seems to have slowed off a bit.
Katia Foyle to the line. He will set the first lap, and it's a 24.9.
Respectable time. He's obviously spent a lot of time practicing over the off season because he was a few seconds off. That's good time.
Has done a 22.7. Very good lap. And it's immediately beaten by Warden. So the fast laps are coming in. We've got yellows in sector 3. It's Roscoe Arm in the McLaren.
Oh dear.
Might have had a moment there, and he nearly got in the way of the Renault, the other second Renault coming through.
New Zealand Ryan seems to have just.
Sorry, Jared's had a spin at turn 4.
I just saw that.
Just flipped onto it.
Good job keeping out of the way of New Zealand Ryan on this lap there.
Yeah, that's obviously
I think it's
very
Red
important.
Bull. Don't know who's in the Red Bull, but I know he got out of the way quite smartly there. Again. Oh, we've got another.
Yellows again in. Death has bottled out of turn 11 and 12. That is not a good result for him. At the moment, it is Warden with a 21.3 and Ben with a 21.9.
New Zealand.
Exidona having a very good qualifying here with a 23.1.
Turn 13. think it was
That is Penske in the Williams. He got in the way of the Mercedes there a little bit.
New Zealand Ryan's. Oh, zero.
Oh, and Jetson. There's been some contact there with the Renault of Exodona.
Is New Zealand Ryan
And that's-
validated his lap or something? Because he had a lap time.
Possibly.
Flying lap, so
But he's 5/10 up in the first sector on his best time. As Neon goes third and HO goes fourth. Poms goes fifth. Good job from those three guys.
once again,
You
not
know, a lot of them have been practicing quite hard
Ben's
to try and
improved.
bridge that.
Team at Marduk's improved his time by 0.3 of a second. He's got a 21.6.
See what Ryan can do. He's 1.3 down in the middle sector here. The end of turn 13.
Roscoe set out for another outlap. Hopefully this time, probably hoping this time not to spin.
And he's actually back into the pits. Ryan, he's aborted that lap. So, no lap time for him. Jared has a 28.7. There's a few mistakes in that, so he'll be looking to improve upon that one.
Conrad's either finishing a lap or about to start a lap. And I'd say he's just starting a lap now in the Toro Rosso. Very
Yep,
committed through
indeed.
turn one. Very tidy.
Didn't use all the track on the exit of turn 2 though.
No, I just think that myself.
Bit conservative at the moment.
Though he's known for being one of those drivers that is conservative and likes to just pick up the points on everyone else's failures. Oh!
And we
Corner cuts.
could well and truly see some big drama here at turn 1.
What's happening?
He's known for it. Ooh, bit of a moment.
Yeah, Conrad supported his lap, I think. After that corner cut.
Yeah,
turn six.
that short shift there I'd say is
Turn
in a
six.
bit of an abort, possibly.
Yeah.
He needs to put a banker lap in.
He's only got 4 minutes to do it, so it is possible for him to get into the pits, get back out, and go around again. And everyone now is starting to head back out.
Yeah, we're just under 4 minutes left on the clock. We've got 6 drivers without a lap time, and one of them is the champion, New Zealand Ryan.
Both of the Fords said
So, yeah, on board with the McLaren, Roscoe Arm,
he'd be just about finished his lap now.
turn 13.
Nice and tidy, a little
Nice.
bit of wheel spin.
Locks the brake, slightly misses the apex, just
lot of
by a
wheel spin
tad.
hands it. Keeps it tidy through the final corner.
And he's gone P7.
22
Solid job. And look at those cars coming out of the pits. 2 Ferraris, a Red Bull, the McLaren, and a Haas. Relentless, 14.02, has done a very nice job. He's in third in his debut here in SRL.
21.7. That's it.
So perhaps
Lap time.
one to watch. He's very close.
Yeah, that's. I think he's a bit of a surprise package here. He hasn't really. Seems fairly new to the league racing scene. Whether he's been in other leagues, I'm not sure. But certainly good to have someone new that's on the pace.
Yeah, nice and
It's-
smooth for 11 and 12 and 13. Bit of
starting
slide
his
on the
lap.
exit.
So if he wants to come out and do a lap, he has to get out. Oh, big slide for Jetson out of turn 3. again out of turn 4.
Oh, Conrad Straight has retired, just decided to retire from the session, as has Roscoe.
They can't get around into another lap, so... Jetson's
I
back
think
out of his...
just balked the Mercedes there. Yeah, just unlucky.
New Zealand Ryan's on his out laps, so he's going to want to be quick. I mean, he's about to come up to the first sector, but he's only got a minute 25 remaining.
So Relentless has actually gone second with a 21.5. A very nice lap with lots of yellows in sectors everywhere. I think it's from retiring cars. But 21.5, sorry, 21.5 on race debut is very, very solid. Still
Keep getting out of the way of... Is that causing you?
Jared's moved up to 5th. So, Zombie Hunter in the other Ferrari. Down slightly in the middle sector. We've got the yellows in sector.
And
2.
the PJR team as well.
Trying to keep track of all these yellows here, people running wide. Ryan Zombie had a bit of a moment out of the final corner. He's not. So Ryan, the series champion, we've got Katia Foyle retired as well. He's in 16th, but New Zealand Ryan, with it all to do,
gonna take a
one
major
lap.
Oh, he got
One lap.
right there. The ideal line.
All he has, he and Jetson have been unable to set times. There's yellows in sector 1. We're keeping an eye on these two. What can the series champion do?
Oh, huge commitment through 12.
Yellows in sector 2. I think someone else has retired as well. HO's gone 4th.
Jetson's
very
given
nice
up on
lap.
his lap.
Oh no. Jetson is in the barriers
Jetson's
at
back from the rear.
the
Wouldn't
back of the
improve
circuit
his lap time to a
by 10th.
21.2. Ryan's
To the line.
got to be aiming for a mighty lap.
He's only P5.
Gee, he must have lost a lot of time at turn 1 because he had a big tank slap.
Turn 5, that is huge. The series champion is only qualified
On a inlet, so-
P5. And his teammate, who was his understudy pretty much last year, his back rear gunner, has qualified on pole. How your fortunes can change ever so quickly.
What's it been, 2
We've
weeks
still
off?
got one person on a lap. Matt round the final corner, he has bottled that lap. He has called it off.
AI Renault coming down. Whoever that is will be upset that their tyres are being destroyed.
I think they were an AI. So end of the session, and our first qualifying session for APAC. It's Warden on pole with the newcomer Relentless in second. Good job from him. Tim McMardock, he'll be disappointed. HO New Zealand Ryan, the series champion, in 5th. This has big consequences possibly for the race.
Jetson will be up.
Leon Tredome in 6th.
That 5-place grid penalties hurt him, as well as presumably
Qualifying
bottom
at the back,
lap.
yes. Jared, Poms, Roscoe, Zombie, Death, Exodona, Mitchie, Matt, Penske, Conrad Strait, Katia Foyle, and Jetson at the back. Did not record a lap time. Well, drama aplenty.
I think we're in for a good race, though. Got a mixed up field. We've got
Indeed.
New Zealand Ryan further down than he would have liked, that's for sure. Zombie Hunter, another one further down than he certainly would have liked. And I think the biggest surprise being Relentless, being right up the front.
Most definitely. It'd be interesting to see how he gets into the first corner, because is an unknown quantity. No one that I can say or tell has with him or against him, or even knows of him. So again, another unknown quantity that could affect the results of this race.
I reckon we're in for a good championship. I mean, it's
almost. Yeah, most definitely. So the formation lap begins.
Reinstated formation, I can see. I know there was lots of issues with it in previous times. It's already provided for some.
So we'll be looking at most of the front runners will probably do a one-stop, I would say.
For sure. Definitely.
That is what.
Definitely Tenant Rider. Definitely New Zealand Rider with one stops.
It'll be interesting to see those outside the 10, what tyre strategy they've chosen, whether they're going to go long and try and get an overcut on people they're racing with, or if they stick to the normal supers, ultras strategy.
Everyone's on ultras except for Death Row out of 11th. He's on supers, and Conrad Strait and Katia Foyle were both on softs. So coming from the back, they'll be looking to obviously play the long game and probably get on those ultra softs right at the end, and hopefully pull in a few people to hopefully get themselves into the points.
I noticed that Jetson at the back of the grid is starting on the ultra soft, so he is looking to try and get through the back markers as soon as he possibly can.
If anyone's capable of it though with his aggression, it's Jetson. Very aggressive.
Yeah, definitely. He's got to temper that aggression though. He can't go over the top with it.
Oh no, I've had a few hits from behind on the first lap from him, so
we're just waiting for the grid
watch himself
to form. Here we go.
1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 lights, 5 lights.
5 lights.
It's lights out.
Season 6 is underway.
SRL Season 6 Australian Grand Prix.
Warden gets a great start, edges away. Timmy Marduk and Relentless side by side from turn 1.
Oh, you've got Red Bull in here. We've got it 3. Oh!
Mercedes in the fence.
He's held it.
The Red Bulls. Ben around the outside gets the move done. Great job. We've got yellows somewhere. There's debris.
Mercedes is around side by side between Relentless and New Zealand Ryan. New Zealand Ryan gets forced out wide.
Jets made up 6 positions off the back of the grid.
HO will be
and he's
that. He will not be happy with that whatsoever. He will not be happy with DRC Jared. Big lock up into turn 9 somewhere.
That was absolute chaos into turn 3. We all expected it. They were about 4 or 5 wide.
They were getting 4 wide. There's a couple of them.
Good to watch.
That Renault got a big tense lap. I don't know which one it was.
Ryan has moved up a position. He's in 4th.
One of the Renaults has gone off. That would be Sedona, I think. Yep, Sedona. He's down to 4th.
Chaos down the back.
Oh, Neon Treedome.
Jared's being forced wide. So it's all kicking off. Jetson has got 10 positions on the first lap.
That's the start he would have been after. So Poms for the win, and Neon Treedome have come into the pits for a replacement of their front wing. They've obviously got involved in some sort of carnage.
Can be expected on the first lap, but
past
that was Matt and Jared.
Jared again caught up in another incident. That's 2 incidents in 2 laps at pretty much the same spot on the track.
Oh, and he's had a bit of wheel spin, I think, there, and he's made contact with Matt.
Yeah.
Not the start that Jared would have wanted
Or Matt
for after, both of them, after a promising sort of debut for Jared in AOR last season.
And Matt's proving
Solid
that he's got
job.
a bit of pace, so... Oh, big takes back.
Sedona and Mitchie together. Sedona gets the move done.
Next up for Sedona is Penske, who's right on the back of Jetson.
Oh, there's fast laps coming in. All 4 of that top.
Mitchie's gone for pits on the state. He's got a little bit of front wing damage.
All 4 of the top 4 just did quick laps. Ryan is right on the back of the Force India. Sorry, not Force India, Toro Rosso. We've got yellows in sector 3. Trying to find out. Oh, it's Poms. Poms has hit the wall somewhere, I think.
How did...
Unbelievable.
How do you get... I reckon he's had contact with someone. Is there someone in the
I
pits?
think that
It's
possibly contact. Matt, Jared and Mitchie are in the pits, but Neon just went past. So I'm not too sure, but it is all kicking off here in the Australian Grand Prix for SRL, Asia Pacific.
Sedona and
Poms
are in a little bit of a battle.
Poms will be livid, I should say.
Oh, he will be destroyed because he had such a promising qualifying.
There we see Poms to the win has left the session. So unlucky for Alex. But Warden out front.
New Zealand Ryan on the grass a little bit there.
Ryan pushing hard.
And Relentless using all the track as well. Right out to the edge of the gravel.
Could he score a podium on debut?
Main straight.
So Warden has about a 2-second gap over for the Ferrari.
Relentless is looking good through that final section, final few corners.
Ryan just struggling with the dirty air.
He seems to be struggling a little bit getting on the power out of the slow corners.
I'm not sure what's going on with Ryan today, but this is very unlike the Season 5 World
Very
Champion.
Characteristic of him.
Definitely. Late on the brakes, he closed.
Right.
So Ben's just starting to pull away from Relentless.
There's no doubt that Relentless is having trouble out of the slower corners, but he just seems to have the edge through the mid-speed corners. So
Zombie is putting in a solid effort here in 5th in the second Ferrari.
got a good
Doing a very nice job.
Of the chaos. Good job. Much like
Deathbro's 7th. Oh yes, Deathbro's 7th on the alternate strategy. So he's well placed with these guys he's battling against. And shock, Penske is in the 10.
He's in Richmond position.
He is in 9th position currently, and he's charging on Jetson. We're going to go on board. Can he make the overtake down into turn 1?
Snuck into that slipstream, pulled a late dive. Though they're closing in on Roscoe and Death, because Death's just made a move for P6, and he's got it well and truly done. Sedona and Ho side by side. Oh,
Ho!
Big slide.
With the big slide, he got wedged on that big. He got wedged on the big curb on the exit as well from that oversteer, so he's not having a good race at the moment.
Mitch is back in the pits again. He's having a terrible time.
Shocking race for him. He is on the supers as Jared does a quick lap. So those ultra soft runners just starting to feel the tyre wear. Tyres just be starting to go off.
Deathbro's just got a bit of a gap on Roscoe now. And Jetson and Penske are right up. Oh, Roscoe's had a big 10 slap around up turn 13.
Sorry, we've missed an overtake. Ryan has got past Relentless.
That's true, indeed. But
And he
Relentless
is...
appears to be still right on him, and they've both brought back up to Team Armada.
They're having a very big battle, which is
Relentless has got a
allowing...
really good run through turn 1 and 2.
Yeah, it's allowing Warden to skip away. Ryan, defensive.
Oh, just tried the over and under there, but Ryan was aware. Tried the same thing again.
This is a really good showing from the new Toro Rosso driver.
Rookie.
Debut race, challenging the fastest guys in the race.
Roscoe must have had a bad run there somewhere because he's been shafted down to 9th.
Deathbro is catching Zombie ever so slowly in the Renault.
Zombie will be starting to struggle with those tyres now, I reckon. A little bit.
Relentless has got a 3-second time penalty. That's not going to help him, so he's got to ease off at 11 and 12, and Jetson just did full cut through turn 12. He's up into 7th.
Warnings while we speak.
Yeah.
Oh! There has been a lot of warnings. So,
I'm not surprised at all, to be honest.
so for penalties, we've got DRC Jared with a stop-go, presumably for his contact with... Is that Matt? Oh no, that was for speeding in the pit lane, sorry. My bad.
That is okay. Relentless and Ryan
Roscoe
banging wheels at the moment.
As has Penske and Relentless.
Ryan's fended off Relentless.
Roscoe's
Going at it.
hits.
Jared has another 3-second time penalty.
Oh! Katia Foyle and Neon have a very close call coming out of the pits. Neon, that is coming out of the pits.
And Ryan's just pulled away in a few corners here from Relentless, so Relentless might have had a moment as he puts nearly all 4 wheels off the track again at turn 12.
Doesn't seem to be learning from those penalties.
Zombie.
I know what it's like. You get in that zone and you just keep cutting the corners because you're just trying so hard to keep up with those in front of you.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially
Zombie is...
where you're left close.
Yeah, Zombie is very close.
Yeah, Zombie's...
And Deathbro is not too far behind as well. Ryan is now on the charge.
Zombie's doing well just to maintain the gap, I guess you could say, with Deathbro, rather than letting it come down quickly. He's just letting it come down in small, like 1 or 2 tenths or 3 tenth intervals. He's not letting it just
chipping away.
He's making
Five
Death work for it.
5-second gap between Warden and Team at Mardik. He's done very well.
Warden's put in a very Vettel-esque start back in the Red Bull days.
Well, he hasn't had anyone to worry about. He made a really good start, and he just inched his way away. The drivers behind were battling early on.
Exactly.
The team at Mardik will be ruining it. Ben will not be happy that he's let Warden get away.
But at the same time, I think he'll be happy that he knows that he's fairly close to the pace of everyone else. And I mean, he's only always gained a little bit in this section of the track here. But then I think he might have just... Oh, got an incident in sector 1. Looks like it's Katia Foyle. He's had a spin coming out of turn 4. He's lost a spot to DRC Jared because of it.
Kept it out of the wall though.
Yeah, very lucky indeed.
So we've only had one retirement. We've got a few pit crews lining up. Ferrari is in. That is
Team at Mardik.
Team at Mardik.
We've also got New Zealand Ryan and Relentless all in the pits, with Zedona now following them in. They've all gone to the soft.
Second, third, and fourth have pitted. Sedona is in as well.
He'll come in, presumably also for a set of softs. Oh, he's gone to the super softs. He must be going for a 2-stop. Either that or he's got extremely good tyre wear. Interesting
Interesting
strategy.
call.
Neon Tridome there. Not Neon Tridome. Zidane there. Zidane, speaking of, just got a 3-second time penalty as well, so...
Well, Death has just passed Zombie for second in the race, so Death will be able to go very long here.
He'll be hoping that his pace on the super softs allows him to keep ahead of those soft runs with the softest set of tyres.
Well, time will tell, because anything on an undercut is beneficial because of the fresh tyre, and it ends up working out that the older your tyres you get in front and the fresh tyres behind, you lose time hand over fist here. So
Death's been doing
it seems to be
26s, 27s, so I'll just... Oh, Warden's coming to the pits.
Warden has pit, yes,
Where
and Zombie has entered the pits as well.
team at Marduk's been more in the low 26s and the 25s.
Just beat the Williams out there of Penske. Penske's on to the softs. So a lot of drivers choosing the soft shod rubber.
Yeah, very popular choice. Neon Tridome went the Super's way when he put it early. Matt's just got another penalty. A penalty.
And 8 chose
Neon
5 seconds
Tridome,
stop
I
go
think, is
for
disconnected
speeding.
because he seems to be an AI driver, so... I don't know whether it's that screen, but he seems to have disconnected.
Yeah,
HO
he's
going
got
for the
Ghost.
upwards, so... HO definitely going for a 2-stop strategy here. Don't know whether it's the right one.
He's got nothing to lose.
Mitchie and Cadia Foil. Oh! Big move from Mitchie.
Close.
I think he's pulled it off too. Cadia Foil.
Yeah, I think Caddy 4 was...
Oh, he's got to run. He's got to run out of turn 4, but just can't hold it. Just
He's
can't.
a bit too
Aggressive.
courteous there on the inside.
Courteous, and then it was, I think, a little bit too aggressive on the exit. Might have spun up the wheels a little bit and just couldn't.
Sedona and Jetson.
Oh, so I just saw
This is
someone.
for
Massive slide. Oh, DRC Jared's gone off the track again. This time at turn 12. I thought I saw him a massive tank slapper.
not a pleasant race for him.
No, this will be one to forget.
Sedona and Jetson having a little battle, which he caught a bit of. Another yellow in
And that's
sector
DRC
3.
Jared again. He's lost his front wing. And moving out of the way of Mitchie, that was
Narrowly gets out of the way.
well done, just going off the track, staying out of the way of everyone. Well done, well managed there, Jared. Oh!
So
Something tells me that might be a little bit deliberate there, because he's running to the pit.
I didn't catch
And he
that, but I've seen the end of it.
I don't
And he's
want
strewn across.
I don't want to blame him for deliberately crashing out, but because it could have very easily been a mistake because he did have no front wing. It just seemed to go too slow. Very good move by HO there. Is that Matt? I don't know whether is that Matt's got a little bit of damage, but it looks as though he's missing a little tiny bit of front wing. So I'd say
Possibly,
it's
maybe not.
a little incident with Caddy Foil. And as we speak,
HO round the
HO
outside of Katya Foil. Nice move. Try and get back through the field. We've got Penske and Conrad going at it down the front straight. Penske's got the inside line. Can he get the move done? Yes, he can. Good job. Nice overtake.
Well done, and he hasn't let Conrad get a run on him out of turn 2 either. Well executed move.
Good job. He's in the points.
Tim Marduk
So
seems to
Despro-
be getting a little bit advantage over New Zealand Ryan right now. Whether Tim Marduk's feeling a little bit better on those softs than what Ryan is, I'm not sure. But He's just eking away a little bit. Comfortable, making himself comfortable in third.
Well, the interesting thing I want to make note of is as Death Row actually just comes into the pit lane at this present point in time we're going to speak about him. His gap has stabilised about 5 seconds or so. So
yeah, so
Warden goes past now.
He's lost a bit of time. I don't even know if he'll come out. I reckon he'll come out around Penske. At this
And
stage.
he's going on the softs.
So he's
decided he's had enough.
He's made a similar decision to what I would have done.
I think the bit early to try and put the ultras on and go to the end, so his hand has unfortunately been forced.
I think he would have benefited from having a second set of having the rules changed so that he could use a second set of super softs.
Yeah, most definitely. But he's come back out behind the zombie, so it's
he hasn't lost
pretty much.
He's only lost about a second and a half in reality. So
yeah, it's pretty much sort of stabilised. We've got Penske and Jetson. So Jetson has got past Conrad Straight. He is charging.
Penske must have jumped Jetson then. Was it?
I think Penske was in front of Jetson.
Is Jetson on super
after start? Oh, he's just let him pass.
Yeah,
he just let him pass. He moved over.
Maybe there was a little incident between them.
Well, I'm not so sure. I think Penske may have just let him pass to avoid any incident.
Yeah, that's possible as well.
Maybe set him up.
Track.
Set him up on the front straight again for some DRS.
Assistance. Yeah.
Work together to try and.
What tyres is Jetson?
Pull themselves.
On my screen,
he is.
It says he's on softs, but on screen he's on super softs. So.
Yes, I have that error as well. I'm not sure what tyre exactly he's on.
I don't know whether to trust the timing screen or video. Sorry. The owner's made a move on Roscoe.
I think the timing screen is generally accurate.
Conrod's gone long. I think that's going to hurt him a little bit here. He'll come out around HO. So HO's putting in some very good lap times at this present stage, but he's got an advantage being on the ultra softs. That early pit stops hurt him a little bit there.
And this gap between Ben and Ryan has just stabilised. As we've seen Ryan make a little mistake out of turn 13.
It hasn't really changed for a couple of laps now.
Well, Warden's actually gained an extra 2 seconds or so on him, so he's done a very nice job.
Before the pit stop, I think.
Yeah, so we've got, it'll be about 14 laps or so to go, and he's pulled a very nice gap, and he can just massage that right to the end. I think it's pretty, it might get a bit close for second and third here, because Ryan is really pushing hard to try and chase down Ben.
No, Ryan's losing time, it's only we're only talking possibly hundredths or thousandths of a second. Ryan is losing time with his aggression. Roscoe's just got a time penalty. But yeah, this lap so far he's lost a tenth of a second. Oh, he's lost another couple of tenths there with a big block. But he's got the exit, gaining a little bit again. I think this is the part of the track I saw a couple of laps ago where he was a bit stronger than Ben.
Yeah. It's
this lap, they've both got a very good run, so
just scroll down the field, 9th, 10th and 11th as Exodona down the inside, gets the move done.
Nice move.
And it's going to leave the door open for Roscoe to get past as well. Conrad just steps aside.
I reckon Conrad's decided he's on a completely different strategy. No point fighting in a fight that I'm not going to win anyway.
That's it. Unfortunately for him, he's just outside the points. So,
That being said, there's
Good old
there's
Steve.
still another 14 laps to go, so
yeah,
don't
Steve
count him
Bingham.
out for a points finish at this stage.
Yeah, and Roscoe and Exodona pushing for this.
Two very competitive drivers. Oh, it looks like he's
Roscoe's
back
at the outside line. He's
he's
far enough up.
This is close.
Contact.
They're
Bit of
side
contact.
by side. Somehow he's held on.
Roscoe is far enough around the outside, but very risky move.
Just pulled out. Oh, he's dived at that the
Sticks
inside.
down the
Just
inside. That
got
was a bit
tank
silly.
slapper. Oh, he got close to that wall. He's got damage. He's damaged his
That was a
front
bit
wing. That's
silly.
battle over. That was unnecessary.
very-
He would have been better off sticking back and making a move at turn 7 or turn 9, I reckon. But
He
then,
just went for the
in the moment,
desperate lunge. Didn't work out for him.
races aren't won on lap 16 unless there's 16 lap races, unfortunately.
That is correct. Now Deathbro has closed the gap to Zombie Hunter. He's within DRS range. So we'll see what the Renault driver can do in the banana. Nice exit onto the front straight.
Got a very good run. Gained a tenth of a second.
Jetson is looming in the distance. He's still 6 seconds back, but
He's
he's there to pick up the pieces.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, Death's got a very good run through turn 2 as well.
And 5 down to
Roscoe
6 and 7.
Right on the back of Sedona again.
Oh, it's going to have a repeat down into turn 3. Roscoe, can he
little bit
stick it
more
around the
space.
outside? He's there. He's
Much
there.
better move this time.
And he gets the job done.
That's
Pushed Sedona wide, but
That's, as far as I see, that's not pushing him off. It's pushing him off the track, but it's illegal. It's not illegal, it's legal.
yes. A bit of a squeeze. Roscoe gets the move done.
They've both got front damage. That's the issue there. Zedona's got a bit of front wing damage himself. That's
Most likely would have been some
they've made a little
understeer in that corner.
bit of Death's got a very poor run off the down the main straight there. So he seems to have a lot more straight line speed. Whether that's because of the DRS, I'm not sure, but he seems to have a lot more
Could be
straight line
possible.
speed than
We got
Sedona.
yellows in sector 1. As Ryan is within a second. I'm trying to find out what's happened here.
Oh, that's interesting.
Mitchie. Mitchie's run off turn 4.
He's a race to forget as well. Poor Neon's disconnected.
Caddy of foil with a bit of a spin. And don't come back on the racing line, son. We've got a Red Bull and a Ferrari. That was Zombie overtaking Neon's Ghost. Sorry, my throat's been an absolute frog today.
It's just down
So,
there.
the gap is 6 seconds at the lead. Ryan is really closing on Ben.
All that gap in there. He's put on, what would you call it, Jandal time?
Possibly Jandal time. Yes, he is a Kiwi. But obviously he'll want that stiff boy Force India one too. So he'll be putting the pressure on, no doubt. After poor qualifying, he won't be impressed with his qualifying effort. And Relentless has just lapped. I think that's the McLaren of Matt, I think.
Yep. It is.
Zombie, little mistake out of turn 4. And he's feeling the heat from Death.
He's right up. Right to the... He's really bad. Is that...
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but Katia Foyle is Death Bro's brother.
Not Death Bro.
Is he
Zombie
not?
Hunter.
Zombie Hunter, sorry. So this is going to be very
It'll be
interesting.
to see how he gets out of the way from one.
Yeah, he's coming up to him. It's going to be blue flags, obviously, but Death is really hurrying. There he goes, gets out of the way. Good job.
Well done. No bias there.
Good job. Well done.
Very much Ralph Schumacher-esque.
I can only assume that Zombie would have been screaming at him to get out of the way in time.
Watch Death down the main straight here. He seems to
We've got
get good runs, and he's got
Ryan,
a lot of straight line speed in that Renault.
Ryan within nearly half a second.
Oh, he's pulled that gap right down.
Back with Death and Zombie.
So
turn 3.
Just got enough of a run, I think, to hold on. Oh, it's getting interesting between HO and Zedona as well.
The final corner, HO is pitting. I assume that'll be another set of ultras.
Mitchie and Kenny
No
Foyle
supers.
right together. Kenny Foyle running wide at turn 5.
This one is for position.
Oh, getting a bit close there. Mitchie will be frustrated with this because he is quite a good driver.
It'll be a lot quicker on those tyres as well.
Yeah.
Hurrying to try and get past.
He's trying to. I think he's just trying to get past so he can try to catch up to Matt ahead.
Matt. Matt's a long way ahead though, 15 seconds.
Yeah.
So Mitchie just needs a little bit more patience to try and get past.
He will get past, there's no doubt. Right now he just needs to hold back until the straight and then get him straight. Which is exactly what he appears to be doing.
Ryan and...
Oh, there's been contact. It's just lost a little bit. It's just lost a little bit of time to Zombie Hunter now, and it appears that Death's also lost a tiny bit of his front wing. Not much, just enough possibly to make a slight difference. Just left to be nuanced.
Well, Ryan is keeping the heat on. Tim McMurdoch here for second.
Oof. And he's not holding back on using all of the track either.
He'll be looking for a nice run out of the final corner.
Zedona's, I think, pitted. Yeah, Zedona's pitted. He couldn't take those super softs to the end.
Ryan is within 4 tenths. And he's gaining.
This is going to be interesting.
He's a good run through here.
Ben's got a very good race
run.
right?
Again, I don't think he's close enough.
It just doesn't quite
He's
got.
giving it everything.
Oh, deep dive on the brakes.
They both locked up.
Oh,
Too much curb. Too much curb, and the rear stepped out. He is trying very hard, Ryan.
HO's right on the back of Conrad straight, so there'll be a move very shortly. He's made a huge amount of ground through there, through 11 and 12. Up the inside is HO and a bit of resistance.
Side by side.
But HO makes a very clean move on Conrad and he's through for P10.
Very nice job there. Caddy Foyle's back into the pits. He's on the ultras. So his strategy's just been a little mixed up there. Zombie has a 3-second time penalty.
That's Death.
And Death Bro as well.
No, they're both gone.
So this battle is evening out here. So, what can Death do to get past?
Oh, so late on the brakes there for Ryan. He's driving the wheels of off that Force India.
Most definitely,
I think
he is trying.
He needs to push hard, obviously. But I think what he needs to do at the moment is just get back to what Ryan does best, and that's getting the basics right.
Yeah, I think he's just pushing a little too hard.
Exactly.
He wants it too much. Sliding out of that corner there.
What he needs to do, I think, is just take it a little bit easy for a lap. Let that gap maybe get out a couple of tenths, but just focus on getting all the apexes right and trying to maximise the speed through the corner, through apexes. He's trying to be aggressive and trying to get it to the corner. But he's taking too much speed into the corner and he's losing it out of the corner.
Yeah, most definitely. He's just pushing the limits.
And I think he must be listening to me because it seems that that's what he's just done to the final corner there.
Warden's lost a little bit of time here as well, possibly negotiating lap traffic.
I think he's just
got past Exodona.
Was it Exodona, was it? Yeah.
I think it would be.
I think Zidane is now going to play this a little bit clever and ride more up to the back of HO. But HO is setting some very good lap times at the moment, so it's not going to be...
Conrad Strait, sorry. Conrad Strait's in front of Exodona.
That is Conrad Strait as well.
So Relentless is looking pretty safe in fourth here.
Very good.
The battle rages.
Yeah,
definitely. It's a very solid effort. The battle rages here between Zombie and Death. And Jetson is closing ever so slightly.
I told you if anyone could close it, it'd be Jetson. He's closed a considerable 5 seconds in just a few laps, so...
And Mr. Penske in the Williams in 8th, doing a very solid job. Roscoe in the McLaren is in a 9th. HO is 10th. Good recovery drive so far.
Recovery, he still won't be very happy at all with that result. Conrad, I think he'll be happy with 12th. He knows he doesn't have some of the pace.
Yellows in sector 1. Possibly either Mitchie or Katia Foyle there, I think. Mitch is getting out of the way of all the quicker guys.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's just getting out of the way. Just making sure he's not causing the hindrance.
Conrad gets another time penalty. Death is still pushing hard here for 5th position.
Zombie's well acclimatised to doing recovery drives. He's done a few of those in his time. He's very good at them. Zidane, another time penalty there. The way things
and Ryan has
penalties. I've only seen Penske's name come up once, so he could be in with a chance. Not so much with Death and Zombie, but if Jetson's just got a few too many, he's only got 2 penalties to get, and he'll be behind Penske. So I think Penske's doing.
Yeah, but the gap is 12 seconds there, 12.5 seconds.
Oh, yeah,
So I don't think there'll be any penalties coming into play there, unfortunately. But it's a very solid drive from Penske.
Yeah, that's
and he can.
Seeing his gaps in the lead.
Yeah, right. He's done a very solid job in the first race of the new season.
Death just got on the grass on the entrance to the final corner there, so he's lost a couple of times. But he seems to just get back through turn 1.
I think Ryan has backed it off 1.6 seconds. I think he's just going to have to settle for the podium position. And Warden has got 5.4 out in front.
Either that or he's just, as I was saying before, getting into a rhythm, or letting his rhythm come back, and then he's going to launch one final attack.
Well, the only problem is he's running out of laps.
Running out of laps and possibly running out of fuel as well. That's one annoying thing. We don't know the fuel consumption of everyone, where everyone is with fuel and everything.
Warden's got plenty over the lap.
Yeah.
Ben is going lean and pushing down the straights in Rit, so he's got under half a lap. And Ryan is pretty much in the same sort of boat, trying to save some fuel.
Where are you seeing this?
You open up your telemetry.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So yeah, Ryan's got no fuel left to use.
Yes, I think he's hopefully maybe just trying to save a bit, but then again, you can't fall too far back.
Zombie's got a fair bit of fuel saved up, especially compared to Jeff, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And
Another time penalty. Another time penalty for Relentless.
Penske's, I think, got the most out of anyone. Oh no, Zadona's got the most out of anyone. Oh, sorry, I'm lying again. Mitchie's got the most out of anyone. He's got more than Neon.
Yes.
Neon's been a AI all race, so...
Death Bro with a bit of a lock up there.
Zadona's still right on the back of Warden, just using him to pull him forward. Clever tactic there. As we've seen, it's worked before in real F1.
Death Bro is sniffing that exhaust of the Ferrari. Could he have a move on at the end of the front straight?
If he keeps it calm through the final corner, he's a chance of turn one. Which is exactly what he's done. He's got to be
A little bit of wheel spin.
Zombies all over the inside. He just needs to take it calm through turn 1 and 2 a little bit. But still keep it on the power. Zombie got a bit of a slide through turn 1. So this is going to be close.
He
Could be a bit of a dive.
driving defensive in the Ferrari. This is a battle that's been raging the whole race, pretty much. And it looks like it's going to go down to the final lap as well. Solid stuff from these two young guys.
Just keep it
Racing hard.
Ryan and damn it, Mardo, because I think the gap's going to come down a little bit. That being said, he's
Yeah,
into the seconds, so
yeah, it's
Ryan,
sort of stabilised.
I think Ryan's waved the white flag there. Death, on the other hand, he's not waving the white flag till the race is over. He's got a very, very good run through turn 11 and 12 there. This could be
Very nice run.
Turn 13, he's got a run. He's down the inside.
Down the inside.
He's back
Not
down.
far enough. Credit to Zombie, gave him racing room. Good driving from these
Would there
two
be
young guys once
clearance
again.
15? No, he's going to try to get the run in.
Probably gonna
16.
Try and set him up for the front straight again.
He's got another very good exit. The Zombie's just running that defensive line. It's on at turn 3.
Oh, he's done it absolutely brilliantly.
Round the outside.
Used all the track.
But Zombie wants... Oh!
Can he stick it? Can he stick it?
He's stuck it up the inside. Oh!
Oh!
Well defended.
Was it?
Zombie. That was brilliant racing. It's not over.
That was balls to the wall, as close as you get. And credit to them both. They both gave each other racing room. One
Warden's
is going to go right.
14.
Hey, Warden.
Coming through the final corners now. Around the final
What a
corner.
good-
He's done it easy. Brilliant start to the season.
What a... Yes, brilliant start to the championship season. For him, he's not playing second fiddle to Ryan anymore this season.
He's done it. Great.
2 and 3 for Ferrari and the second Force India. The Toro Rosso will come home in a very good 4th, but the battle we're watching is for 5th and 6th.
I think Zombie's
Death
just
Bro,
got it.
can he get past?
Yeah, no, Zombie's got it. Death just got that little bit too much out of 14.
Great job from these guys.
That was an awesome battle. All right.
Round of
Pleasure to watch.
applause. And I think our driver of the day has to be Jetson.
Oh, he's run out of fuel. No, he hasn't. He's waiting.
Has he? No, he's trying to bait Penske, I think.
Oh, Penske's got him. Penske's got him.
And it hasn't worked out. He's lost the position there, I think. Penalties?
Yeah.
Yes, Penske did have penalties, so...
Penske has more penalties than I thought he did.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, that would have been
A bit
out your mouth stuff for Jetson.
of goading, but I think Jetson has to get driver of the day
Well, it's either,
for instance.
the way I see it, it's either Jetson or Warden. Not Warden, Ryan for me.
So,
But I'd agree with you there with Jetson, especially after that first lap.
great drive as we see Warden on the podium. Well done to him and the Force India crew. 2 drivers on the podium.
Great job this weekend. I'd say there was a fair bit of teamwork between those two. Those two do work very well together as a team. So
They always do. So to the
Oh!
final results.
A few penalties there.
Warden wins at a comfortable canter. Team at Marduk is second. Ryan is the finishing on the podium. They both had 3 and 6 seconds worth of penalties respectively. Relentless fourth, he had penalties as well. Zombie and Deathbro 5th and 6th. Death had 9 seconds worth. Jetson no penalties. Penske 8th. HO 9th. Roscoe 10th. And that is the rest of the grid. Unfortunately, Antrito not able to show his worth in the Red Bull. Disconnecting.
I reckon
Very unfortunate for him.
he got caught up in that first lap too, so he would have been up with HO, I reckon. He would have been fighting for that final point.
Yeah, most definitely.
Great race though.
We
Great racing.
going to get the podium in. And we'll get the podium interviews underway.
Here we go.
G'day.
G'day.
Hello, boys. Congratulations, guys, and well done for a successful start to the season. We'll start with you, Mr. Warden. Congratulations on your race win. Good way to start the championship, and you've perhaps sent a message to your teammate.
Yes. Yes, very good race indeed.
Anything else that you'd like to add about strategy or getting off the line? Obviously, because you had Relentless, the debutant, on the grid with you.
Debutant. I don't know. I had a right on launch off the grid, and then I looked back after turn 2. I'm like quite far ahead, so I was really happy with that. Yes, and I was originally planning the pit lap 8, but then I was like, oh, I don't know, maybe tyre wear might come into it. So that is it.
Very good. Well done. Congratulations.
Very good job.
Jeez.
Easy effort.
Ben, second. Congratulations. Well done. Obviously, you got caught up in some battling early on, and that hampered your progress in attacking Mr. Warden out ahead. Do you think you could have done anything differently or changed something in the setup to help that?
Yeah, we just lost so much time on the first lap battling with Dominator. and you know, I made a mistake like halfway through the race. I like double shifted into third and lost the back end and lost a few seconds. It would have been close, but I think Warden still probably would have won. But yeah, GG's to Warden. He had pretty amazing consistency there and no penalties as well. So, damn.
Cracking.
Very well done. Anything you want to add in there, Fish?
That battle with Ryan at the end, very
Nope.
very high. What's the word I'm after?
Intensity.
Quality.
Very high pressure.
Thinking intensity.
That's the word. What were you focusing on? Were you just focusing on your apexes, or were you focusing on just trying to block the inside so Ryan didn't have a sniff or good exits? Was there anything specifically that you focused on?
I wouldn't say I was really driving defensively or anything like that. I think I was just trying to get on with it. I wasn't listening to the party or anything, so I was just pretending that Warden had lots of penalties and I was still maybe going to win. So trying to keep my eyes forward and see what would happen. But I'm not sure that Ryan got close enough for me to defend. Nice dirty air.
Yeah.
And finally,
situation.
Sorry. And finally to Ryan, the previous season champion. Obviously, poor qualifying by your standards.
Yes.
Just give us a bit of an insight into that and your charge early in the race and getting past some drivers and trying to attack Ben at the end.
Well, I had no practice, which is rare for me. I usually do good half an hour practice or so before the race, but I got on the game like a minute before I joined the lobby, so that was bad. But I managed to make a few spots up in the first couple of laps because I knew dirty airs are really tough around here, so yeah. But credit to these two though, the pace was ridiculous.
Oh, you cheese.
Fair enough. Awesome. All right, well done, guys. Congratulations, and
Very good race.
we will. Yeah, we'll see you again in China.
Indeed.
Bye.